on the show page.
Yo, what up, everybody? Welcome to the We Might Say Anything podcast, show where you might hear anything because we might say anything. Episode 7. It's your boy, the Wise Soul, here with the homie Reap, Spade, and Arrogant. So we'll go ahead and get right into the episode. Well, let me say this. Since last week's episode, it's been a rough week, long week, and it's only Wednesday. So we'll kind of touch on everything that's been happening over the past week. But how have you guys been doing personally over the past week? Reap, how you been doing? I know your team. I know you happy.
I've been good, man. Monday night was amazing for me.
What happened on Monday night?
That's funny you mentioned that. The Raiders were playing.
Got some ass.
They were playing the Saints and got a big win. You know what? I was just looking for improvement from the Raiders. We went from 4 games to 7 games, and we're 2-0. So I'm pretty happy about that.
So your team's 2-0. You happy about that, y'all? You know, Vegas, the plain dealers, as Spade will call them. Las Vegas plain dealers. That is the greatest name ever. Y'all need to change y'all name to the plain dealers. That shit works.
No, that's trash. You know it.
Spade, I'm kind of feeling the plain dealers. I like that shit. It sounds good.
With a Vegas Steve, y'all have like the cheerleaders come out looking like dealers. You know what I'm saying? We got a whole little thing we could do with that.
That sounds awful.
You said we? Hey, Spade, how was your Monday night?
My Monday night, I thought it was going to go well. I thought the Saints was going to, beat the hell out of the Raiders. But,
big Saints fan, huh?
Yeah. Early in the game, though, I could tell that it wasn't going to go that way. That's why I started, in the group chat, start saying, good game. It's pretty much over.
You kind of raged out of the group chat.
Yeah, that's true.
You did fail on your team.
Disparaging remarks about.
I mean, I could already see where it was going. Like I've seen games like this, like the Minnesota playoff game last year, the playoff game, NFC Championship against the Rams. It had that same kind of feel where I was like, man, I'm done. But the good thing about
week 2.
No, I mean the good thing. I'm talking about that game, but the good thing about my team is that we haven't been 2-0 since 2013, and each time that we have been, we've actually been starting the season off 0-1 recently, and we'll reel off about like 9-10 wins. So everything's staying true to form. We should be okay. I'm just mad because being here in Raider 49er country, I always want to win when we play them. So
it's only 49er country now. The Raiders don't.
Yeah, there's no Raiders.
We don't have any. We have fans, but it's not country yet. We haven't won in decades.
The blackout does not occur out here no more. Y'all good?
Are you at all worried about Drew Brees?
I'm not. What I'm most concerned. The thing I'm most concerned about Drew Brees about is that, just like 41. When he had Jimmy Graham, he singles out a receiver and then just gives them all the passes. And so that's what my main concern is. And with Thomas out, if you notice, Kamara got the ball a whole lot more than he normally does in the passing game. So I'm just concerned about, dog, are you making your reads at practice? What are we doing, Coach Payton?
I'm just there's this looking at it just football wise. There are some easy pitch and catch throws that he was missing on. It was just odd just watching that, but I don't know. It's season's early, so that could be that. So
all right, well, fuck all that. Fuck both of y'all weekends. My weekend was amazing.
No, hold on. We're gonna get to you.
That was some straight bullshit, Aaron.
That was bullshit. There's no way the Cowboys can be 1-1 right now, like at all. Hey, you don't think he's done? Because Reed thinks he's done. I think he's done too.
Oh, he done.
I think Reed is done.
You could throw further than him, and I've seen you throw.
Are you talking about me? Well, I mean, because I got a cannon though, so you can't compare me to Breeze.
You don't.
So, you can't compare.
The only thing you and Breeze got in common is all lives matter. Calm down, bro.
Wow. So, Arrogant, your weekend, how'd it go with your victories?
Bruh, when I tell you I cussed at the TV all Sunday, And then that turned into me doing dances I've never done before. Life is good.
What were you doing? They're like, I mean, what kind of dance? First of all,
right? Okay.
Like, do you really think? Let me not say that you're a Cowboys fan. Of course, you think y'all won. Did you deserve that win though? Like,
deserve,
yes.
Any given Sunday, we can deserve whatever we put out there. You know what I'm saying? My man kicked the ball like a goddamn helicopter. Everybody was looking. Look at it spinning, nigga. Look at that shit spinning. Jumped on it, nigga. I was humping the fucking air, nigga. It was a show. It was a show over here.
You know what the odds of your team winning that game were?
I think it was our win probability.
Yeah.
Of us winning or them win. I know them winning was like 99.8%.
Yeah, like
so
there has
we took that point too, ran with it, grabbed it. Did that things.
So since 1933, there has never been 39 points and no turnovers and lost a game.
You know what?
And you have 3 turnovers.
One time.
Hey, were you conflicted with that, seeing as you a Saints fan and they're a division rival? Is that a confliction for you?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I mean, I don't really hate.
You was going in on people that you know.
I go in on Falcon fans all the time, you know, but the Cowboys, I just generally hate them just because they're America's team. It's not like a personal hate, like they don't normally affect how my team rolls. It's just the general kind of football fan who has to hate the Cowboys because they get so much coverage. But at the Falcons, it's always funny to me because they'll have a good team, but they always end up having these debacles. And it just makes you laugh at them. Like, I'm constantly watching the games and like, okay, they're going to get this one. No big deal. And then it's like, what's going on here?
It's not you know it's coming, bro. You know it's coming.
I just don't understand how Dan Quinn still has a job, dog.
Yeah, he should have been gone. He should have been clipped. He shouldn't even die back on the plane. Like,
so the Lane Kiffin treatment.
Yes. He should not have gotten back on that plane. Is Mike McCarthy? You still rolling with him? That's still your guy?
No, I fired his ass like 3 times on Sunday.
Okay.
The W is the only thing that kept people going crazy.
He has some questionable coaching decisions.
The last 2 weeks. I don't want to get into that. Look.
We asked how your weekend went. I mean,
it went great. My weekend was amazing. I told y'all. Why y'all trying to fuck my shit up?
Shout out to analytics.
Anything else?
I don't know if that's analytics, but
hey, they said him going for all them 2-point conversions that's what the analytics told him to do.
Oh, McCarthy?
Yeah.
Nobody told him that.
Analytics.
No.
Even Jones in his headphones, letting him know, hey, you got to go for this.
How was your weekend, Mac?
Hurt.
Look, we 1-1. We got a W. That's all that matters. I mean, it cost us everything, but we still got a W. So,
well, said that MetLife turf got a W.
We got one game at a time. We'll be back next week trying to go 2-1. Who we play? The Giants, I think. Yeah,
y'all back on the turf.
Y'all schedule looking nice. Not gonna lie.
Man, half the team is hurt. Ain't nothing looking nice right now, man. You got Mullins. One game at a time, bro.
Like, you got Mullins.
Bro, they got the NFC East. You know that division.
That's fair. The whole division is kind of trash right now. So you're right. I'll give you that. That's fair. We'll see. We'll see how it all plays out. I mean, the Eagles ain't looking like they anything. The Giants, we still got to play on that nasty ass turf again. So there's that.
And they missing they only nice player on offense. So,
but it's a mental block, bro. Like, when half your squad or half of your top tier players go down on the same field, and you got to come back on the same field the next week. Mentally, I don't know how we gonna.
You gonna forfeit the game?
Nah,
are y'all bitches or not?
So you just gotta go right to bitches. Okay, got it.
No, that's Dallas. We already know how that shit rolls.
I don't know how it rolls. I know how that ball spins though, and you see, pick that shit up.
Who y'all play this week?
What?
Who y'all play this week?
Seattle.
Oh, okay. So they 1-2. That's cool.
You don't want to bet it.
No. Cowboys play well in Seattle.
Yeah,
When
you don't
they
want to bet it.
on the road, they played well on the road.
No, we'll see what happens. I mean,
When there were fans, so
we'll see how it plays out.
I feel like they'll play them tough.
Again, we just talking about this weekend. My weekend was great. Better than Spades.
I mean, he's the only one that didn't get a W, but I'm sure he got W's in other kind of ways. He ain't got no basketball team, so we can't get him on that. The A's clinched division though, so I mean, you got that. I mean, sure. If you want to roll with a celebration, right? You got.
Something. I mean, we dethroned the Astros, so that's good, right?
Actually, I do appreciate that. So,
yeah, something like that. All right, so let's get into the show. Marvel. There's been some Marvel delays. Let's kind of get into that. Yeah. So everybody that's out there tuning in right now, we're gonna kind of roll into a few things. Marvel has pushed back its movies into mid 2021 toward the end of 2021. So we had Black Widow, The Eternals, and Shang-Chi all getting pushed back. I mean, Black Widow was supposed to drop when? May of this year, right?
May, yeah, and it comes out May of next year.
So they're pushing back a whole year.
So Marvel punted this for movies this whole year. Nothing came out.
Yeah.
This is the first time. How long is it?
2009.
So they're not taking Reap's advice, just putting shit in the theater and people gonna show up. They punting everything. I mean, it makes
in the theater and Reap's gonna show up.
Yeah, Reap is gonna be the only one that's gonna go. I mean, you're the only one that's in the theaters right now. So,
am I? Well, first,
don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm just saying, I'm not the only one in the theater. But getting back to this, the Marvel delays, I'm looking at this list of shows that's coming out both on Disney Plus and in the movie theaters, and I'm not excited about any of them. None of these.
You're not a get excited kind of guy.
No, I was excited about Black Panther. I mean, but
so one out of
one movie.
You was excited about one?
I mean, I'm not excited to see any of these movies. I was excited to see the Avengers and Endgame and all them ones, but like
nothing that's coming out you're like worried about missing, or you see it.
Yeah, like the Black Widow, I didn't see it even need for the movie. What you call it? The what they got going on Disney Plus, the Monovision, what's it called again? WandaVision. That shit looks trash. I'm not feeling these next few movies, these next shows. I don't know. I feel like I could be wrong, but I
can see Spade ready to jump in like he
the WandaVision thing. I'm actually really excited about the WandaVision stuff. So because as far as like in the comic books, Wanda, the Scarlet Witch, she actually goes crazy. Just post House of M. So I think that that's the direction that they're going to take. And I'm actually excited to see some of the things that are in the comic of like her slowly slipping into insanity, more or less. I want to see that. And that's why I think it's been pretty cool looking at how there's like the 50 sitcom portion. There's the stuff like some of those previews for me have been very exciting. And it's got me excited about seeing what this is going to be and what they can parlay that into. So
you're excited about seeing the Vision. Was he really interesting character?
It's not so much about the Vision. It's about like Wanda, the Scarlet Witch, and her ability her ability to will chaos power, which hasn't ever really been truly defined until you got to the point of the House of M. So I want to see that. Like there's like certain things that happen in the comics that, they didn't really touch on about her. Like basically she appeared, her brother gets killed in Age of Ultron, and then she's an Avenger. So there was really no story development on her one way or the other. So I'm excited to see what they do. And I base that just based off of like Ant-Man. I went into Ant-Man with no expectations, more or less. And he was always like a side peripheral character. And they made like, I would say 3 good movies. So I'm excited to see what they do.
3?
I thought it was only 2 so far.
I don't know what he's
saying.
The second one was not good.
All right, yeah.
I think they're funny. I like them, and it's something that I can take the kids to. They enjoy. So it's a good family fun movie.
So Reap, would you be more excited about it just being a movie, or you wouldn't care regardless? Or just the whole I don't care.
I don't find either one of those characters interesting, and we did get backstory on the Scarlet Witch and her and his name escapes my mind, but we did get some backstory on them in the movies, and I did not find her or Vision interesting characters at all. I don't. It doesn't help me shape the MCU one way or the other by telling their story, but I don't know. We'll see what they do. I'll check it out, and hopefully I'm wrong because I'm going to watch all those episodes. So.
I mean, it's like we weren't going to not watch it.
Yeah.
We weren't going to not watch. There's nothing to watch. So, I mean, everybody on here has pretty much been through everything.
Well, I'm excited about The Mandalorian.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it could be.
Even though Marvel now.
but there is stuff to watch, is what I'm saying. So.
I'm talking about as far as these Marvel movies go. There's no movies coming out. So.
There isn't.
The Falcon and Winter Soldier, and I don't need a Black Widow movie.
The Falcon and Winter Soldier is not coming out this year.
Yeah, they pushed it next year. So
yeah,
we'll see when that comes out, early next year, if it comes out or whatever. I'm not excited about Black Widow. I wasn't excited this year. Yeah. We would have saw it just because we would have saw it, but there's no excitement about it.
Yeah,
I talked to Spade about it. I might have questions. Like, if they've been here this whole time, like, what were we doing? So,
okay, though.
Nah. With no comic book shit. Fuck that.
He got answer the question though.
Because you could use WandaVision to tie this in. Because in the House of M, Wanda actually takes the mutants' powers away from them, and it's left with like a percentage of maybe like 10% of the mutants on the planet still have powers. So what you can do is if you use WandaVision, you can parlay that in using her chaos powers to say that they were always here or something along those lines, because she has reality bending powers basically. So I don't know, but I'm looking forward to it. Whatever. I won't get into more deep comic stuff. Hit me offline if you want to know. I got comics at the house here. So if y'all want to borrow some, I got all the house.
Huh? Arrow, what say you, bro? You're a little quiet. What you say?
Look. This year's a wrap. 2020 has sucked. Nothing's changed. This is just what it's going to be. I wish shit was coming out, but I mean, Black Widow, I wasn't looking forward to seeing her do scissor kicks all day. So it's just, I think DC won. DC got shit coming out, and Marvel punted the year.
They're ahead though. They can afford to do it. If anybody,
we gonna be there. Here's the thing, though. That Disney Plus fucking app, we all got played. They told us a whole bunch of shit was coming out. And, I mean, Black Widow could have went to Disney Plus app. Yeah. Nothing. So what do we get it for? Mandalorian, and that's it.
I watched Smart Guy. I don't know what y'all talking about. I binged that whole.
I watch Mandalorian. There's a Spider-Man series I've been watching.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll see. I mean, I didn't get that far, but speaking of Spider-Man, we got some console wars going down. This past week, I think 3 of the 4 on the show have been successful in acquiring new consoles, next gen consoles, Xboxes or PlayStations. Some of us got both. The one person who didn't get one, we'll discuss that. But anyway, let's kind of get into that. That was a stressful day yesterday.
People were going crazy. Were going crazy.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to be like that.
I mean, my timeline was flooded with like this all kind of people trying to getting the wrong one, getting the right one, waiting. So
who got the wrong one?
Apparently a lot of people got the wrong one. I guess the Xbox One
X.
Yeah, sure. It shot up like 700% sales because of people getting the wrong one. So I found that like
probably a bunch of females a bunch of women buying Xboxes for their men,
trying to do something right.
Exactly, and they probably messed up. Did anybody have?
Oh no, they didn't probably mess up. They messed up.
I was thinking
about to be a problem.
I was thinking it was more or less like, grandmas, grandpas, aunts, and uncles trying to do something nice for kids and just bought the wrong stuff.
Nah, they wasn't on there like that. Like you had to be in the know to know where to go.
Yeah, because if it was like
grandmas and grandpas weren't just hopping on looking,
they would have just gave you the credit card information. That's what I think. They would have just gave you the credit card and said, "Here, you get it," and you would have got what you needed.
Because I mean, I was working hard. I had all the tabs open.
Yeah, but if you just type in Xbox Series, Xbox One, what is it? Xbox One X. That's a real easy.
So wait. So you saying it like this could happen to you? You seem like the type of person. You're not tech savvy. You were the one who didn't get it.
Yeah. So I feel the pain. But I'm saying
his, but he didn't get his.
It could happen to anyone. We could all be a victim of this. And I would say maybe Microsoft did this on purpose. You're gonna name it's Xbox One X, and then you name your new product Xbox Series X, and then you name it Xbox Series S and Xbox One S. Like, I mean, maybe that was done purposefully, because when it was
brilliant,
it was Project Charlotte. It was going to come out under a different name.
Okay,
yeah, I mean that was on the name alone, because it's simple. You know what you're getting. PS5.
Anybody get that?
Those are trash.
I grabbed the PS5 too. I'm a PS5 guy. I'm a PlayStation guy. Been a PlayStation guy forever, but I doubled up.
I know. Somebody else on the show was talking about getting a PlayStation. They were on all the mailing list. How that turned out?
All the mailing lists. Lots of chatter about mailing lists. What, a few months ago?
I wasn't.
You were the main one.
I was trying. You
guys aren't on the Best Buy mailing list. I'm on for the bundle package.
I was in the process of getting it. Actually, right before the show started, I just kept hitting refresh, click, crashed on me. I don't know. I mean, they're gonna come out with more. I'll get my PlayStation eventually, so I'm not really tripping. And I'm gonna get Spider-Man game.
Is it you kind of got the whole nonchalant, like I'll get it when I get it? Is it because now? Because what's the reason to sign up on all the mailing lists if you didn't want it
when it came out?
Yeah, I'm just asking the question. I ain't trying to.
No, the point of doing that was to just get it over with. Just like, all right, that's it's over with. It's over and done with. But I'm going to get it eventually. So I mean, it's gonna happen.
It's no big deal. You don't play video games anyway, bro.
But I mean, I would like to. I do play. I do game, but
he almost slipped up and told the truth.
You almost told it. So yeah, you'll get it when you get it. What up, Boat Kicks? Thanks for tuning into the show.
Yeah, shout out to Boat Kicks.
He said he pre-ordered both, so he did the same thing Arrogant did. He got both PS5 and Xbox in. And did anybody have anybody chip in or pay for their Xbox? Not like the homie, but like,
nah.
Did you try to get one of your OnlyFans subscribers to pay for that or anything?
He was like, he did something extra. He put up 4 paywalls.
I didn't know. Spade, did anybody chip in for you?
No, it was all me, like Big Sean.
Like it was all you?
You probably couldn't ask for nobody to chip in after the shit you was talking last week. Because how did that turn out for you? Because I know she saw it.
No, it was
past that. I'm surprised you made it this week.
It was all right, because really, like I run shit here.
Oh,
so,
for a quick recap,
you can't be like, "Hey, I run shit."
What exactly did you say? You said before you get cheated on, you definitely shooting first.
Yeah, I mean, Puck told us years ago. Yeah. I mean, I'm a bomb first, right? Like if you, if I got
if you say so, man. I mean, the fact that you look around the corner, make sure you're good.
Like, well, okay.
Nah, ain't nobody tripping on mine either. I have an issue with buying shit.
I mean, let's be honest. Arrogant for you and I, like we kind of the wallets hurt. Like we be buying other shit. Like we both, me and Arrogant are definitely into shoes, and that shit hurt. Like
I'm used to my phone going off and me buying shit. That's what happens.
Right. Like if I could have just put a down payment on it right now, like we tried to do at GameStop. By the way, forget GameStop. If GameStop is watching this, fuck y'all.
GameStop, like, big GameStop,
big GameStop.
Big video game. If big video game is paying attention, nigga.
Yeah.
They had like they said they had 30 PlayStation 5s. 30. Like that is a waste of time. Get the fuck out of here.
But you know what? That's 20 more than they had for Xbox. At the door saying they had 7 of the Xbox X's and 3 of the S's. 10 Xboxes at the store closest to me. That makes no sense. Knowing you about to have a hectic launch. We didn't have all year. Everybody gonna be in the house, so everybody try to start gaming now. That don't even make any sense. So,
I read this thing. It was saying that Xbox had saved some of their Xboxes in order to release on the release date, so they'd be there for some of the pie, in person. And I feel like that's hustling backwards. We live in a pre-order, online order setup. You should be selling as much as you can right now and get the money in the bank, because they took $500 from me. I couldn't put it on my GameStop card. I couldn't put it, put something on it and pay later.
GameStop card.
Huh? Hey, I got
free money, right?
GameStop card come in handy, when they give you make big purchases, a couple of games, and it comes in handy for Christmas in a household with 4 kids who all want different games. So shout out to GameStop in that.
I mean, long as you keep in
GameStop's listening, because they're getting a lot of run on here, bro.
They shouldn't get no run after the bullshit they pulled, but we ended up copying. Everybody got their system. Reap will get his system eventually.
Yes.
I'm prepared for 2021. Like shit don't have to open up. I stay in the house. I got PlayStation and Xbox and friends to play with, except for Reap because he don't play video games.
He's the single player of video games.
Yeah. He's single player for real.
He don't play the single player games. Yeah. So if he plays, he plays. If not, he's whatever. The rest of the group chat was pretty successful. A couple of the other homies were able to cop. The one that copped off of Amazon, that's the one I'm worried about. Like I'm gonna
find out.
Wrong Xbox. Yeah, we're gonna find out because
I pray that he got the Xbox One. Like I'm not hoping good things for him. Just all bad. I hope it comes the old Xbox. I hope he got an Xbox 360.
That's even worse. And the other homie, he ended up with what, 4 Xboxes?
Yeah.
Yeah, he making it rain. He Scrooge McDuck swimming in Xboxes.
The cold part is he didn't even give us a heads up. Like he had his kids in the night in line. Didn't say nothing in the group chat. Didn't text nobody.
Well, that's how he got 4.
He told us, yeah.
Man, we should call CPS out here for that, man. Unless he come up on one of them Xboxes.
I ain't calling along none of my black brothers. You tripping?
He should he owes us for that. Like he owes us for that.
Baby snitch.
Pay for our Xbox Live subscriptions next year. So we'll go from there. But anyway, let's go ahead and move on to some other things. So again, we talked about this last week being a crazy week. A lot of things happening in the world. We all got the message. Reap initially reported it in a group chat. What? Not reported it. I mean, he ain't.
Yeah. Reap don't break no fucking news. Reap takes the party like he broke news or something. Yeah. Right. Don Lemon looking ass motherfucker.
Definitely look like Don Lemon.
Hey, a little bit.
Dude, you the light skinned dude. What are you talking about?
Hey, I'll be light skinned. Don't call me Don Lemon.
Just saying.
So we had the news of Justice Ginsburg passing away. What was it? Saturday?
Friday, right? No, that was Friday.
Friday. Going into the weekend. And that was crazy. Y'all want to go ahead and just touch on that for a quick second?
First thing
I was like, that's sad. I'm like, no, because every time she would go into the hospital for like cancer or falling or anything, it's just like, hold on, can you make it? Because I know you want to make it, so it's not like I'm rooting bad things for. Just hold on. Let's get past November. I mean, this one changes the world.
Yeah, and like first thing I said when I heard the news is that they're gonna push that new justice through.
She's gonna be 20.
It's gonna be the fastest nomination y'all ever gonna see. For a second there, I didn't think that they were gonna have the votes, but
Mitt Romney,
yeah, my man. But yeah, that's it is unfortunate. Shouts out to her family and everything. But yeah, like I said to you guys, man, Republicans, they don't care, man. They play dirty and they don't give a fuck.
I know. Democrats don't want to cheat. They gotta get their hands dirty.
Yeah. So
Spade, I know you hated RBG, so go ahead and give your thoughts.
What are you talking about? Like, I take the Supreme Court very seriously. Like I said, like, you know, I was inspired by like Thurgood Marshall like years ago. That took me down what I wanted to be in my career path as far as going to school. So as far as the justices are concerned, you know, I like the fact that she was still like relevant in popular culture. Like people knew who she was because of some of her stances and how active she was. She was also a huge women's rights advocate. So the thing about the Republican side, I would just say, is that Democrats, the left, can't be so soft. I mean, Republicans and the right will just say, look, we're not doing that. And then guess what? They just don't do it. It don't matter what anyone says. They will just stand still and just drag their feet. It was 10 months after Justice Antonin Scalia passed away, and President Obama had the opportunity to fill that seat, and they said, no, we shouldn't do it in an election year. And now we are here.
They called it the Biden rule.
Yeah, we're like a month or two out, and they're about to push someone through. So it just tells you, like, we are constantly in this like dance with someone who is constantly lying to us and then pretending like they're not going to lie to us. Or they set rules, we try to play the game by their rules and then find out that they just changed the rules. So the left needs to be more aggressive, and, you know, they need to take advantage of when they get power. They shouldn't be the bigger person.
No, that's not how it should go.
That is exactly how it should go. You can't.
Is that something that we really want to start?
Exactly. Right? So you want everybody just doing their own thing.
The problem is that the right then already started doing that.
No, but what you're saying is not to fight what they're doing. You're saying when they get in power, they should do as the Republicans do.
Yes.
That's the world you want to live in?
It's not the world I want to live in, but it's the world.
Then what are you talking about? That's what you just said.
It makes sense though. It makes sense for this reason alone. Like if they push this through,
which they will,
this changes. Like Biden can't come in here and not respond to that. He's got to do something. As far as, first of all, he can't do anything if we don't win the Senate. So if they don't win the Senate, it doesn't matter if he wins or not. He can't do anything about it. But before I even get, before I even get into that, the whole Justice Ginsburg thing, I feel real selfish with this. Because like you guys kind of mentioned, when we got the news, it was more, I should have been more like, oh, she was a great justice and all the things she'd done in the past. But initially I'm thinking, what is going to happen going forward? How is this going to affect us going forward? And I feel kind of bad about that initially. But she wrote a letter to her granddaughter, I think, saying, she would hope that the next president, whatever, would wait to whoever's the next president or the election to replace her. And that kind of made me feel like, all right, maybe I'm not being too selfish. I see what Spade's going with this. Like if they change the numbers in the court,
6-3,
it's unbalanced. And I know a lot of conservatives or whatever, they're all for that, but there are those ones and twos that are, we need to have some sort of balance. The problem is they're not in position of power, like you guys know. And Biden, he's going to have to add people to the bench. I mean, if they push it through, it's going to cost him the election personally. I think he's going to lose anyway. That's why they're trying to do it. But it's going to make it a bigger deficit. And I think if he gets in there with the Senate, I say you got to add people to the bench. Like you got to add more seats to the bench just to balance it out. I'm not saying, hey, add 10 people and make them all liberal, but maybe add 2 slots and just say, hey, let's balance this out. Just so
they've tried that. They've tried that too, and it went nowhere.
All right.
Yeah, but like that kind of like when does it stop?
Exactly. Your reasoning of since one person does bad, the other person should do as bad. No, they have to get control of the Senate and do stuff the right way. Now, what they need to do to combat Trump getting another person is possibly impeach him again to delay it. And then it comes down to seeing who the next president's going to be. But as far as everybody playing dirty, that's not the way to go in any situation.
The problem with that is right now, there's nothing they can really do to stop it.
Yeah.
Like, in the Senate, the House has nothing to do with this. There's nothing we can do to delay it. I mean,
no, they can delay with the impeachment.
You're
saying no, but I'm saying there is things they can do to delay. The wheels are going to be in motion. Trump's trying to get somebody in by Friday.
Well, he already said he's announcing somebody, I think Saturday evening or whatever. He's supposed to announce.
What's Trump Jr.'s girlfriend's name? What's that?
I know we can look it
used
up.
to be on Fox News.
No, she's to be married to Newsom too.
Right. I'm saying, could you see Trump like nominating her? She's young. She's gonna be in there forever. She crazy. Yeah. Trump only nominates unqualified people to do anything.
Gross.
Exactly.
Yeah, Spade, you know this shit. They don't have to do another the confirmation hearings. They can literally bypass that if they need to. They can just push it right through.
I mean, they're not going to do that, and that's a part of like the regular decorum. They have to do the confirmation hearings.
Regular decorum's out the window.
But and that's my whole point with this is that they've thrown the whole rule book out. So when you get your turn on top, it's that whenever Democrats take over, they're expected to be the bigger person. They're supposed to be helpful because they're supposed to be the intellectuals. I mean, Obama came in had, I think he had the Senate, he had the in the first portion, he had the House and the Senate, right?
Yes.
And then in 2010, that's when it flipped. But in that first 2 years, he had an opportunity to push through a whole lot of stuff, and he didn't. He tried to do it the right way. And then after that, it was nothing but gridlock. Well, and so now we're at this situation where
he kind of had to fix the economy first, right?
Okay.
Yeah, but, and then he passed Obamacare, which he would have never got passed if it was any other situation.
But that's what he used all his capital on, was Obamacare.
Right.
He got everything together and he was like, look, I'm gonna push this through. And that's pretty much what he did. They rammed it through. Republicans hated it, and that's pretty much how he lost the midterms, because he pushed it through.
Yeah,
and that's pretty much what happened in this case. If they
by the way,
everything.
And by the way, I didn't feel like Democrats was pushing it and supporting it like they should have been. I felt like they sort of ran away from the topic when Republicans will start talking about it too.
But we can't keep a unified front. That's why Democrats don't keep a unified front. The Republicans fall in line regardless of who is in charge. They fall in line and hold the line every time. And you can't negotiate with someone who's crazy. Like, if your side is so far out there where they're true believers, blind allegiance, you can't negotiate and reason with those people. I was talking to a dude that I work with, telling him, he was talking about rational people. That's not the rational thing to do, with me saying we should go all the way. I say, yes, it is irrational, but we don't live in a rational time right now.
You're an irrational thinker, though. Like, rational minds have to take over. The problem is we have an irrational person in the White House. We need rational people to take over. The adults need to step in the room and take over. Just saying, replacing Trump with somebody else crazy, that is basically what you're saying, doing by we need to play like they play. The answer is not to replace Trump with somebody crazy. It's to replace Trump with somebody responsible.
I don't think you necessarily have to do it like with a crazy like that analogy. I think right now you have to be able for this situation. Let me say
right,
this.
they have to fight. They have to put up a defense against what's going on. But I'm saying if they do get power, if we do have a Democrat president, the way to go is not to go as the Republicans went. It's to do shit the right way.
So one of the comments in the chat, it says from No God 69, if you don't expand the court, nothing you pass is safe. Affordable Care Act, everything will be overturned by the court. And I think that's why in this kind of situation, something like that, you have to
right.
play dirty. You have to.
I believe it should be expanded, but they've tried to do that before.
If you're talking about expanding for a Democratic, reign, then why can't Republicans, when they go back and when they're president, why can't they just expand it as well? Or like that's why I posed the question.
I understand what you're saying. Like, where does it stop?
Where does it stop?
I don't believe that you expand the court. I don't agree with that part. I don't believe you expand the court. FDR tried to do that years ago. I believe in like 1930s, 1940s, somewhere around that time, and it didn't get across. I wouldn't expand the court. What I'm saying is, I think that Democrats and the left have to take an approach much like General Sherman did during the during the American Revolution.
All over the place.
The Civil War, that's what it was. And you have to go with a total war strategy. Like, it's not compromising. You have to be doing everybody. You have to try to win at all costs.
Yes, but you're not saying to play the defense. I don't know. How do you teach your kids? Do you teach them to do right, or do you teach them if people are doing wrong, you should do wrong as they do?
I teach my kids to do right. However, I tell them that even when you do right, there are people who are doing wrong. And if someone does you wrong, then you need to smack them. We pretty much live by like Cobra Kai over here. If a man confronts you on the street, he is your enemy. The enemy deserves no mercy. That's kind of the creed over here.
By the way,
let that rest. Yeah, let that sit out there for a second.
Great show, by the way. I ain't cap. I'm still on season 2. I didn't want to rush through it, so I only got I think I got like 2 or 3 episodes left. I should just bust those out, but
yeah, we'll talk about that on the side note in the group chat. Yeah. Let me know when you're done with that.
Yeah, I'll get to that. So, yeah, we'll see how this all plays out. It's definitely going to affect the election. They're going to try to do what the Republicans want to do. It's really Trump. I think if we had any logical Republican in office right now, we wouldn't necessarily be going through this. We have a madman running.
A madman.
I feel like a lot of this. There's a lot of Trump hating, and rightfully so, in my opinion. But I feel like Mitch McConnell is just sliding by with no hate.
He done stacked the court. We are so fucked for years to come by all the shit Mitch McConnell's done. And then he slithers into his fucking turtle shell.
He's like one of the greatest political villains in modern history. That guy, man.
I'd be rooting for somebody to just slap the shit out of these people. I just need that one person to go slap the shit out of Mitch.
And it could be an old man. I'm not saying some 25-year-old dude to just go.
Some people
a 65-year-old guy in some decent shape. Just fight him. That's all.
I'm not asking for it either. Yeah. Hey, if y'all feel the need to go slap the shit out of Mitch McConnell, do it. But I ain't asking.
Mitch McConnell can get the smoke, is what y'all saying. All right, so let's go ahead and pivot on to our next topic. No justice. So we all were talking about it in the group chat earlier. It's pretty much been talked about all day. The situation with Breonna Taylor out in Louisville. Attorney General, what's the dude's name? Daniel Cameron or whatever his name is. He went ahead and read out some bogus ass statement, pretty much charging, or not even really charging, one of the cops with some bullshit fuckery, as I see it, for endangering the neighbors of Breonna Taylor and not the shooting or killing of Breonna Taylor. First of all,
Well,
fucker.
you know it's gonna be some bullshit if you have to Google what the fuck the charges were.
I swear to God, that's what I did.
I'm saying, I'm like, what is this? A wombat? What the fuck? Like, did y'all they dug deep into the books for this shit. I mean, it's not justice. It's denied justice.
Man,
Breonna Taylor was literally denied justice today.
Oh my God.
I can't say I'm shocked to see it coming.
I couldn't believe what I was reading. I just couldn't believe it. And then I saw like the maximum amount, like, okay, well, maybe he's gonna, like, when I looked it up, like Errol said, I was like, all right, okay. And so then went to a couple of spots. Okay, all right. And so then I looked up the jail time for it. I was like, you have got to be kidding me. Got to be kidding me. You know, I thought that maybe it would at least be like some significant time or something like that. And no. It was okay.
I wouldn't even been.
It was unbelievable, but it is unbelievably believable, and it's actually worse than what I thought it would be, because I thought it was going to be nothing. I thought there would be no indictments. I saw that coming. I didn't see the nonsense coming of what the charges were actually, and the fact that it was only one cop charged.
Yeah.
So again, it's not no justice. She was denied justice by it. It's so fucking frustrating. I didn't want to talk about this. It's just another fucking example of just the disrespect of black people, disregard of black people.
The system failed, as it usually does when it comes to us, as it's a system that wasn't designed for us.
So it didn't fail. It actually
it protects who it's supposed to protect. I said that earlier today, and I feel that to the core of my soul. It's intentionally designed to protect a certain group of people, which it does. And in that case, it's doing what you said, what it's supposed to do.
It's working like a fucking.
What do you like to say? What do you like to say, Errol? Like right on brand? What do you like to say?
It's on brand. The justice system is on brand,
and it's frustrating. And watching people or listening to people who don't understand why everybody is frustrated, why people are upset, why we're acting the way that they feel or they deem unacceptable, it becomes more frustrating. Like, I know Spade was feeling a certain kind of way today. Errol was feeling a certain kind of way. Reap, he was feeling a certain. We all were feeling a certain kind of way.
Yes, we talked about this. Just being in a bad mood, an overall fucking bad mood.
It's just not.
You know, the thing that got me was that when you break down what the charges are, like the whole scenario, I'm in my house asleep. People break in. I don't know who they are. They say they knocked. And let me just say this. If you have a no-knock search warrant that's been signed off on, why the hell did you knock?
Did you knock?
Because they're saying they knocked and then said, we're the police, and identified themselves. But you had a no-knock warrant. Are you giving potential criminals a courtesy knock? What the hell is that? Then you break in.
The lie is falling apart right there. Like,
and then this guy has a weapon that he's lawfully allowed to have. Someone breaks into his home. He's the king of his castle. He fires on the officer, hits one. The others start firing on him. Don't hit him. Hits the woman. And then the other dude, based on what this attorney general is saying, ran outside the apartment and started firing indiscriminately through the sliding door, missing her. So you're telling me the 5 or 6 shots that killed Breonna Taylor was fired by the 2 other officers, which you then say they had a justifiable response in shooting because they were fired on coming into the home. Now she dies. The other cop missed her totally, and then you charge him on some bullshit charge about endangering other people in the complex. So what you're saying is that had he hit Breonna Taylor also, he wouldn't have been charged.
He wouldn't have been charged at all. You know what it is, man.
No one's responsible for this, basically.
No, they're all responsible. It doesn't matter.
Justifiable kill, basically. And
justifiable kill of a black person.
Yes.
Which all are just
and so, people keep asking me, like my wife said that one of her Caucasian friends said, hey, if you need someone to talk to, I'm here to listen, and that's great. Having allies is great. And we need allies to help us get our point across.
I like how you peeked before you said it, though. Make sure you was okay to say it.
But I'm just saying, like, and I just quote my favorite rapper, Too Short. It goes back to, I'm not mad, I'm just black. That's what it is.
Do you see where this is going, though? You know where this is going. This cop ain't facing no time. There's gonna be a plea bargain. He's gonna get some probation. He'll be a cop somewhere else. You know where this is going.
Because there's no police national database in order to check, and if there was, I don't think it would even matter.
It wouldn't, and that's the frustrating part. And it's to the point where we're exhausted from discussing it. We're exhausted from thinking about it. We're exhausted from living it, and it just it downs everything. It downs how you feel today. It's frustrating because it's unfair, and you hate when people don't see the justice not being served. And this is where I have to get better myself, where I be wanting to jump in comments when people just aren't like, you be just like, how do you not see this? And I just have to like put the phone down.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like a never ending cycle. And I don't. Does it hurt? It hurts, right? That's what
it hurts. Because how could the world be asking for justice for this woman and no justice be served? The world is asking for it. Like white people, black people, everybody is asking for this, and it's still not going to happen.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to feel hopeless, man. Because this has been going on for a long time,
forever. As long as we've been here.
I mean, fuck. And it's, and you get people like coming up with excuses all the fucking time. And in the meanwhile, offering no suggestions, no solutions or anything to the problem. And I'm just tired of it. And by the way, like these last two topics, man, we really got to start thinking about like really getting on people that's not voting. You know what I'm saying? Because these are people want to say that oh, my vote don't matters and this and the third, but here we have two situations where it clearly would. Both, like Mac loves to say, on a local level, which definitely would have helped the situation in regards to Breonna Taylor, and on a national level with the Supreme Court justice. And if you don't understand how your vote can impact situations, then you need to wake the fuck up.
All you had to do was see the DA's talking points. He was making the Trump talking points today, and he was just at the Trump event last week. Mm-hmm. We know what this is. We know what it is.
And here's the thing that I have. What's dude's name? Daniel Cameron?
Cameron.
Yeah, Cameron.
I'm watching this mess as it's happening live. And your boy comes out and talks like 10 minutes talking about, I don't want to taint the jury pool, right? On the one that they did actually indict. He says, I don't want to taint the jury pool. So I can't really share no facts. Then the next 20 to 40 minutes, he spends explaining everything on the side of the police officers as to why it was a justifiable kill and minimizing what actually happened in order to actually then taint the damn jury pool. That's exactly what just happened at the fucking
you sound too shocked about what's going on when you
do.
I'm just mad. I'm not shocked. I'm mad. Yeah. And then that frustration and that anger where you like, I'm gonna vote, I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do, but it's dealing with like the stupidity and the asinine people that we run into who are constantly like, I'm tired of motherfuckers that I went to school with who weren't in class.
And now they care about them people.
They woke and they telling me, and they're spewing propaganda on Facebook, Instagram, telling me how, the system's already rigged and stuff like that. I know it's rigged, but we got to get into it and fix it from the inside. Otherwise, nothing is going to change. You got to take an active role. You can't just give up. You can be depleted. We just as a black people can't be defeated. And that's what the issue is that I have. Like, my energy level gets drained from all of this stuff. But that means I need to go recharge. It doesn't mean I'm done.
No, you need to be activated. Go you got to lead people to where they need to be. Take that energy and put it to something useful than getting mad. I mean, take somebody to the polls with that shit.
We definitely got to get people registered to vote. Yesterday was National Voter Registration Day. I think we all made some sort of post or we talked about it some sort of way.
Is everybody registered?
Everybody on the show is registered. I don't think we have any issue.
Definitely register. I called to make sure I was registered.
You have to call?
Yeah. How's that work? Is that automated? You talk to somebody?
Actually, I did, and it was quick too. You looked up my vote stuff. It's like, oh yeah. First week of October, your ballot's gonna come in, fill out, you're good to go. I'm waiting.
People don't take it as serious as we take it, and I'm fortunate that we're able to have conversations internally to where we understand the importance of voting, and like I said, on different levels and so forth. We want to take people to the polls with us, but we can lead them there, but we can't. I don't even care. Let me not say I don't care who you vote for.
No.
You have to exercise that right. Like, it's bullshit, and you're being disrespectful to the people that came before you by just sitting here saying it doesn't do anything, it doesn't change anything. And I don't see how people don't understand it, and it's frustrating, man. It's frustrating. I hope people wake up, because what happens is, until it happens to somebody that's when people decide, oh, I need to wake up. I need to think about it. And it shouldn't take that.
The thing that's crazy to me here is that you have the United States itself was founded or revolted because of no taxation without representation. They weren't getting no taxation without representation. Okay. And that was because they weren't being able to be represented in the parliament in England. And so we fucking had the Boston Tea Party and revolted. And now we have all these generations of black people specifically and other minorities who don't believe their vote counts. Votes counted that much that a new country was founded. And now we downplay that. And you have so many people who've bought into the idea that their votes don't count. And that's crazy to me.
Your votes count. We have to podcast say, take your ass to the polls and vote. Do some research before you go too. Don't just be a person that just shows up and votes. Read the book that they send you. They tell you what's going on.
And I think Arrow and Reap gonna put together little vans or whatever to help take people to voting ballot boxes. I think, isn't that what y'all was talking about?
I'm gonna tell motherfuckers to vote.
See, Bo, you gotta talk to that brother, man. Like, you gotta talk to him. I mean,
read that out loud.
This black dude I worked with told me he fucked with Trump because at least he knows he's honest and Harris is wrong because he indicted a black man. Instantly told myself they successfully split the vote again. It's been like, people been on Harris since she started running for president. People ain't been rocking with her since. They all had issues with her.
Yes, so we covered that.
Yeah, I think they gonna rock with her. If they're gonna rock with her, they're gonna do it. If they're not, they not. I don't think it's gonna be enough to where enough black people are gonna go vote the other way. They're gonna not vote. And that's where we get into the issue. Just vote. Fuck the not voting shit. That shit don't work. Just get out there and do what you gotta do and stuff the ballot boxes, and we'll go from there.
Young people.
Go ahead. We got a follow up real quick. This is let's end on this note. So a couple weeks ago, we talked about Dr. Dre getting a divorce or whatever. So his wife getting hit up with some embezzlement. She over here right.
Oh no.
Yeah. So remember all the women.
Hate to see it.
Yeah, like, She deserves this money. She should have
anybody that asks for all that money. What?
Yeah,
wait, they in the money?
Embezzlement here. Like you writing yourself checks and you got caught up. So how y'all feeling about that? I don't know if you heard about the Spade because I kind of read it like
I did not hear about this. This is crazy to me.
Yeah,
but I don't think she should have deserved the money anymore. But like now, it's like you lying, So
no, say wait. Did you just edit yourself? Go ahead.
Yeah, I did, Dad.
You a grown man in your house. Oh shit!
But
how you feeling, man? Like, because it was multiple checks, right? It wasn't just one.
Oh check. Yeah, it was 360,000, bro, from the studio. From the studio. I just
was he making beats too.
To me, that tells me that's all you needed then. If that's what you writing your checks for.
Hey, but straight up though, like he said that he would like to be taken care of the rest of your life and live comfortable. I guess I don't know. Maybe I just need to have like that kind of money to be like, that's not enough for me. Like I can't really fathom being in that situation where I'm going from live with somebody or being with someone that has $1 billion to, all right, I'm only going to be worth like $2 million. I'm going to live a $2 million lifestyle now. Like I can't, that's just, and if it's not that either, by the way, it's not 2 million. I'm being ultra conservative. I'm sure it's in the, the hundreds of millions, that range that she probably is going to get and be taken care of. And to say like, that's not enough. I need to do this.
Stealing.
That's
stealing.
That's crazy to me.
Anybody that asks for $2 million a month
crazy to me.
Would definitely steal from your ass.
Yes, because that's stealing right there.
Yeah,
if she's that concerned about not going back to going from the Bentley back to the bus, if that's what your concern is, my thing is that you need to get on your Neo tip and we got to make it work. Like
what? Wait. What's the Neo tip? Did you just drop a Neo reference on the
Hell
Nino?
Yeah.
Nino or Neo? The R&B singer?
The R&B singer. We got to make it work. That's what I'm talking about right there.
Clip of the week.
Nah.
They trying to sing here.
Nah.
But yeah, she
dropped it.
Whatever she gets down her, I hope they get her for this shit. You over here stealing from the homie Dre.
Can we just get out of the news?
Look. No. Hey, we had some good news.
Just get out of the news.
Michael Jordan is activated. He woke now. Michael Jordan is woke.
We'll see how far this goes.
Nah, he's been spending. He's been spending with the black community.
He started a NASCAR team and hired the only black driver.
Bubba Wallace.
Yeah, we got to support this. Like,
hey, I'm with it.
No, you're not. You can't say.
If Mike's with it, he's trying to do stuff for black people. I'm down.
Wait, you just was sounding like you went in with it.
He wasn't down a second ago.
Oh, you gonna be tuning in to NASCAR on Fox though? That's what we need to know.
Ooh. Can I buy merch?
Probably.
You don't buy merch.
You gonna buy some Bubba Wallace merch?
Oh, I
already got some Bubba Wallace merch from the Black Lives Matter thing, but now it's gonna have the Jumpman on it. You already know. Yeah. Bubba Wallace is gonna have some J's.
This is huge. That's probably what's gonna really the shoes thing is really gonna it's gonna go crazy. But yeah, this is dope, man. Like Jordan is, like you said, he finally being some sort of woke, and for him to support it and put his own money and brand behind that, this is huge, man. Like when we get out, I don't want to say we going to a NASCAR event, but people in the South, black people in the South, start getting out there when you get a chance to support that, man.
Like Mike Doherty is it Mike Doherty who's hella into NASCAR now?
Brad Doherty.
Brad Doherty, yeah. It's crazy. Like, I want to say there was a time where Michael Jordan said that was his favorite sport growing up. Was like
right.
Yeah.
But Michael Jordan always says a different sport was his favorite sport growing up. Remember, it was baseball for a little bit.
He did go back to baseball, and he does love him some golf.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with golf. I got the clubs. I'm ready to go. If anybody want to catch the smoke on a golf course, so anybody out there, anything.
Golf. I'm not. I don't know about any smoke, but we can get out there.
See, at least you're open to it. I tried to take Reap or tried to ask Reap to go a few years back, and he
Reap
was like,
don't like nothing. What you talking about, bro? Reap only likes going to the movies during the pandemic. Everything else is
yeah. It was a little weird, but yeah, we on the golf. That's where deals get done. Hey, I'm gonna get you out there too eventually.
Hey, we go to Top Golf. That's it.
See,
that's just the range, right? That's what it's called out there, right? Top Golf. That's all I'm good for.
All you gonna do?
Hey, Spade going on the senior tour.
You don't want to get injured. You gotta have a cart. You can't walk.
Oh yeah, I need a cart. I'm gonna need me a cart.
This guy.
All
right. Well, again, shout out to Jordan, shout out to Bubba Wallace. We definitely got to make sure we're support. If it's buying merch, watching, we gonna buy merches because it's gonna have the Jumpman on it now. I know. Arrow,
you know merch. I don't know what Reap's doing. The bottom row, them niggas.
They sound like he gonna at least watch. So there's that. He know what's happening.
So wait. I gotta start watching NASCAR now.
Yeah, you got to.
No, I mean you at least got to buy the merch.
I said I buy the merch.
Well, it says what?
It's no secret that the bottom row ain't got no fashion.
Oh, damn it!
It does that on the left side.
Niggas know about the bottoms and they fashion.
Yo, did y'all notice that though? I didn't even know that.
I just noticed that.
Shout out to Bo. You pay attention to detail, bro. Shout out to Faye. Wow.
Now look, the WMSA. That's crazy.
That was funny. I didn't even think about that. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. This is another episode of We Might Say Anything, the podcast where you might hear anything because we might say anything. Again, episode 7. We'll see y'all next week. Might be a different time next week. We're gonna do better getting on time, just so y'all know. But y'all just tune in and watch the replay.
We're not gonna do. We're not. Don't lie to our audience. We are not gonna do better on getting on time. Y'all work with us.
We're definitely not gonna be 40 minutes late, but we'll just make sure y'all listen. We'll appreciate it. And follow us on all the forms of social media, Instagram. We might say
TikTok
anything
before it's gone.
No. I thought
TikTok.
We should do. It's back on.
TikTok's is staying.
Yeah.
Do y'all let y'all kids TikTok?
Yeah.
I know people that be having their kids on there. Just y'all really on there. You got your kids on TikTok?
Yeah, I see.
On Spade, I know Spade don't let his kids do nothing.
I don't really TikTok like that.
He's like, all he do is whoop ass. Like they don't do nothing but just get beat.
I don't know about all that.
That's all right. I should say that.
All they do is
he don't always just whoop him. I mean, he take him to the park every now.
I mean, we got discipline, but that right there, what you talking about?
I'm not gonna say Uncle Mac hasn't witnessed some things, but you're a good father. You're a good father.
I don't know what
make the kids call you Uncle Mac. Never.
They all call me Uncle Mac. That's what it is.
Yeah.
We know he ain't whooping nobody at his house because we've seen that play out. But anyway, thanks for tuning in again. Great episode. We'll see y'all next week.
Hey, really arrest the cops that killed Breonna Taylor. Like for real, arrest them. No, none of this bullshit.
Get your ass out and vote.
Yeah. Get out and vote. We're a month away.